Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you clicking on that video as always. And we are back with another weekly wears video where I go over every fragrance that I wore all 7 days last week. If that's content that you think you want to see more of, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I drop these every Monday, but without further ado, let's jump into the list starting with Sunday. So on Sunday, I went with a fragrance that, I just felt like wearing something fresh and clean. And I wore this a ton over the summer. In the warmer months, the summer months, this is an absolute beast. One of the best pickups I made of 2022. One of the best rack store pickups for sure. Scent I'm talking about is YSL's Eau Fraiche. This one is so good. It's so fresh, refreshing. It has a unique sort of opening that most Freshies, they just don't have it. I think it's the addition of the ginger note in this, and this is my favorite from the Y line. I don't get much of the DNA of the other Y fragrances, maybe a little bit of Y EDP, but this one is its own unique fragrance, and I think it's super underrated in terms of this line. The ginger being mixed with that black pepper and the geranium, it just adds this spicy kick to it that's super unique and just really pleasant to smell. It just has this huge blast of freshness. It's uplifting. It is at the same time cooling. It has this cooling effect. So on a sweltering day, this just sort of gives you the feeling that you're being cooled off and just smell great at the same time. You could be sweating if you're wearing this. You're gonna smell great. This actually changes quite a bit from the opening to the dry down. It's not a bad thing. The dry down is more of your typical men's shower gel type dry down, but it's still done at a high level. It still feels really well done and not cheap or anything like that, overly synthetic. It's just really nice. I wear this mainly casually, but this is office safe. You can wear this pretty much in every situation. I just wouldn't dress it up. It's not that type of scent in my opinion, but you can wear whatever you want. It smells great, so it just works. YSL's Eau Fraiche. On Monday, I went with a fragrance that is definitely my favorite from this particular line. It's my favorite flanker, and there's a million of them. Scent I'm talking about is Jean Paul Gaultier's La Malle Les Parfums. Really good atomizer. Overall, this is a sexy, masculine, confidence-inducing fragrance. It's warm, vanillic, aromatic, with just this tiny bit of sweetness to it. There are times where the iris in this is more prominent on my skin than others, but I think the iris is a note that sets this one apart from other similar fragrances that do what this does in some respects, but again, this is set apart with that iris note. It really adds an element to this that of masculinity, upscaleness. Really, it puts together the scent quite well. An excellent cold weather fragrance that is perfect for going out date night or just sort of hanging in at the fire around the holidays. I love this one. Jean Paul Gaultier's La Malle Les Parfums. On Tuesday, I reached for a fragrance that, in my opinion, is one of the more pleasant surprises for fragrances that I added to my collection this year. Absolutely love this one from one of my favorite perfumers. I've talked about this one on the channel prior, but it's more of a recent pickup. Scent I am talking about is Inconfessible by Will Germain. Fantastic atomizer. Oh man, in the air. It's just this warm, spicy, woody, masculine beast. The perfumer I mentioned in the intro, Rodrigo Flores Rue, who has done many fragrances for John Varvatos, among others, but the fragrances that like Artisan Pure, Artisan, the original John Varvatos, Dark Rebel, he has done most of them, if not all of those fragrances for John Varvatos. And that's with a limited budget. This is with what I would imagine a much bigger budget. The quality of this is exceptional. The spices are next level. You need to smell this to sort of get an understanding of what I'm talking about. And also what I think is a versatile scent. The spices, the way they mingle with the woods in here really lend themselves to making this a more versatile scent. So I can see this being worn in pretty much every season. and every situation. I mean, it's that versatile. It's signature scent worthy, in my opinion. Think school, office, party, night out, whatever. This is going to work. And it lasts all day. It is a beast. And you can just tell as soon as you put this on, it projects, it's going to last, and it's going to smell incredible. Will remain inconfessible. Now, on Wednesday, I went with a fragrance that I just recently picked up in one of my more recent rack store videos. And this one was just an instant wow for me. Wish I hadn't waited so long to grab it. Scent I am talking about is Salvatore Ferragamo's Uomo. I paid $40 for this at Burlington, and quite honestly, that's a steal for this fragrance. Fantastic atomizer, and in the air, man, this is just awesome stuff. It literally smells like a dessert. This is the true definition of a gourmand. Even if you aren't a fan of sweeter fragrances, more gourmandy fragrances, there's something here. It's the woods. It's the addition of the woods. I believe there's sandalwood and cashmere wood in here. It just really makes this feel more masculine to me than just a sweet scent that could be considered unisex. I think women could wear this, but at the same time, it is masculine and it just works. It smells like a creamy coffee dessert, chocolate dessert. Gets compared to something like a tiramisu, which I absolutely can see that. However, what I don't see in the note breakdown is I also get this sort of boozy, cherry-like liqueur accord to it. And my wife picked up something called marzipan, which is like a confection that utilizes ground almond powder and honey and sugar and that type of thing. So has almost an almond accord to her. And it all sort of commingles together, giving you that sort of experience of having a dessert, a rich, creamy, coffee-like dessert in front of you. I absolutely love this thing. It's incredible. I am going to get a ton of wear out of this over the next few months while it's cold and just try to appreciate it as much as I can. 2016 release that I just got my nose on, and I couldn't be happier. Salvatore Ferragamo's Uomo. So on Thursday, I went with a fragrance that is one of my favorite releases of 2022. I paid full retail price for this. It is absolutely worth full retail price. I love this stuff. I find it to be super addictive. I want to keep reaching for it every day. It's that versatile. It's that easy of a reach. The scent I am talking about is Ralph's Club Parfum. This one, for me, outperforms the EDP pretty much in every way. Not the best atomizer. Pretty bad atomizer, but wow, in the air. This is gonna be a familiar scent profile to you, but what I found with this fragrance is that this does it better than some of the other fragrances that I'm sort of reminded of when I smell this. This just does it better. It smells more of high quality. You can pick out notes better. It just smells like it was better put together, for lack of a better term. I would also argue that this is the best fresh, sort of aromatic feeling fragrance for the colder months. Now, obviously, this is going to be a versatile scent and it's going to work really well in the summer, but there's just something about this. There's a quality to this that works in the fall, in the winter, in the colder months that I am really excited about, because you are really getting your money's worth when it works just as well in the cold weather as the summer. Now, I don't mean just because it's a versatile smelling fragrance, but its performance, it holds up in the cold weather. Spraying on clothes, I spray a little heavier than I normally would probably in the warmer days, but just incredible stuff. Absolutely love this one. Ralph's Club Parfum. So on Friday, I went with another underrated, versatile Freshie, in my opinion. Actually wore a good amount of Freshies this week. I don't know, it just must have been one of those weeks where I was craving Freshies. But this one, as I said, underrated in my opinion, and my favorite from this particular line scent I'm talking about is Mr. Burberry's Indigo. For me, its biggest drawback is its performance. The performance is lackluster. It's below average. but I just love this scent. And as you can see from the dent that I've put in this bottle, I mean, this stuff is awesome. It reminds me, you'll be reminded if you smell this, of Acqua di Gio's Profondo. So it has that aquatic, mineralic, summery ocean vibe to it with this photorealistic mint or spearmint note. This was actually perfumed by Francis Kurkdjian. I believe he did the entire line. And it's so well done that spearmint, I wish it lasted longer. It does sort of linger throughout the life of the fragrance, but I wish it was as strong as it is when you first spray it. Refreshing, clean, and cooling. Definitely an alternative to more expensive fragrances with sort of that aquatic, mineralic ocean feel to it, like Profondo, but such a good scent, and definitely one that I would end up buying another bottle of if and when I finish this one. Mr. Burberry's Indigo. Finally, on Saturday, I had an ugly sweater Christmas party actually to go to. So I wanted something a little playful, a little more fun, nothing too serious, maybe something sweet. And I went to this one a lot over the summertime for nights out. And as I said in those videos, I believed that this could also work in the cooler months, and it sure did. The scent I'm talking about is Jean Paul Gaultier's Les Beaux. As I said, this is not just a warm weather scent. And the scent profile might sort of fool you if you look at it on paper. You might think summer banger, which it is. Incredible scent. Every time I wear this fragrance, I get asked what I'm wearing. I get compliments. It gets a lot of attention from me for whatever reason. So it's just one of those fragrances. And as you can see, the dent that I put in this, I bought this at full retail and I could not be happier with it. It's just so good. I have not tried the Les Parfums yet. I really am curious to see if that's one that I would like even more than the EDT. The ambery, sweet, and nutty aspects of this lend themselves to the colder months. I love the coconut in this. It's not sunscreen. It is this pulpy, almost edible coconut. It's a bit fruity and it adds to that sweetness. As I said, my favorite night out scent of 2022. And again, it worked for me. Got lots of compliments when I wore this. Jean Paul Gaultier's Les Beaux. That's all I have today, guys. As always, let me know in the comment section below what your weekly rotation was. Love to know what you guys are wearing. Drop it in the comment section below. If you like what you saw today, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit that bell notification so you're updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic week, and I'll see you in the next video.